Okay, this is Williston Reservoir out in Dunlevy. I got my trailer truck over there somewhere. I'll show you those later. What's going on is we're fishing for lake trout and burbot. This side of the reservoir has a lot of erosion, but it looks like that bank is all pretty sandy and pretty flat and boring once you get it into water. There's somebody else fishing way over there somewhere, and maybe somebody else way over there somewhere. I can't tell. It's a long hike for tomorrow morning. So what I'm doing instead of going down to that point is I've gone to this point here. Here being any fish moving up and down this edge, which looks like more of a sheer drop off than a long sandy runout, will be funneled outwards. So I've chosen here. I'm gonna go ahead and drill my hole now. "28 turns, so like a foot and a half of ice kind of thing." Alright, first hole, turns out it's 100 feet deep, which is a little more depth than I want. So I'm going to move in closer to the shore and try again, aiming for 50 or so. Okay, night number one. I missed 2 hits so far, fishing about 30 feet deep. A white tube jig. Got 46 feet of water. This is off that point there. Whatever it was, came up, bumped it again. I was a little disorganized and didn't set the hook in time, but bodes well for future. We're just gonna fish until the sun drops down beyond the land there, and then probably another hour after that, knowing me. Okay, so fish came up there, grabbed it, set the hook. Didn't get it. That's 3 I've missed now, but clearly the white tube jig's the way to go. Look at this, you guys. We're marking fish. That bottom line, by the way, is the fish. Rather substantial looking one too, for that matter. We'll see if it'll come back up. It's really going up and down quick. It's gaining like 10-15 feet of water in a hurry. Okay, so up to now we've been fishing this sort of white silvery tube jig, which in the water looks like that. I've been doing these sorts of motions, so hopefully it resembles a bait fish or something. What I'm going to do now, I've got the Falcon Avon F1 there. This is the original version, the triple laminate steel. Anyway, I got this Rapid jig and wrap here. This is a glow-in-the-dark bait. I'm going to go ahead and put this on, see if a little bit of glow action will help us. The tail of this bait's interesting. It's a fin, so when you drop it, this bait swims forward in the hole. You pull it up, swims forward again, drop it, swims forward once again. Well, it does impart some line twist. It's bristling with hooks, and fish are active, so we'll see. This is the edge here where the boat launch is. Got my camper up there. You can see how much the water level has dropped in the reservoir and how far up that riprap goes. So I'm thinking the summer water levels are up there, and then down here we got the winter water levels. This ice would have formed, probably December, given the temperatures. So we've lost quite a bit of water, given that this is not a small reservoir. It goes like way, way, way that way. Over there is where I was fishing. Got a whole bunch of hits tonight. No commitment, but I'll try again tomorrow. I think I'll go even further down to the main lake, so anything coming into this whole inlet here will be coming by me, hopefully. Got some kind of hill up there. Got a couple hills up over here that you can't see, but I'm gonna go light a fire and give you guys a tour of my camper. Alright, real quick tour. I got the truck here, sorted work gear and whatnot. That's the ice fishing sled there. Got our wood supply. This is birch, snow shovel, gas for the stove / truck, etc. Got our bungee for the door here. Well, upon opening the door, this is the wood stove that's made from a fire extinguisher. It's got the fan on top to push the air. The stovepipe is custom made from 7-inch pipe down to 3 and a bit. Got our boots drying out here. These are my boot dryers. They're slippery, but they're a silica gel in that orange thing, and then that black plastic piece is just to give it some shape, so when you put it in the boots, it's sitting down at the toes as well. This is what I sleep on here, my big gearbox. Got a couple of foam pads there, pillow and whatnot. Over here we got our supply of fly fishing rod, paddles, broom, etc. Got our workbench slash kitchen counter. I do have a vent in here for letting hot air out and fresh air in and whatnot. My Milwaukee work light is what I use for lighting. It works really well. And then the whole back door is a garage style swing down door, so theoretically I could eventually gut all this and keep a quad in here instead, but for now this works. I like it. I got a shelf here for keeping Rubbermaid bins. This is my food box. Can keep other ones with clothes or what have you. That's the camp kitchen down there. I got a grill for the fire. In here I got a whole bunch of stuff. Emergency food supply for a month, archery gear, sleeping bag, life jackets, spare tire up there, and then if I want to dry stuff out I got some hangers on the wall there and a whole bunch of hangers here. This is not for drying stuff, that's just for the kitchen, and bug net for in summer. Give you a view of the lake. So I was fishing over there, and then tomorrow I'm going over there. Got breakfast going. Stove worked great last night. It was burning birch. Burned way longer at the birch than the pine. Outside, good weather today. It's got a cloudy and overcast. It's actually pretty warm out. Don't know the actual outside temperature. I can check with the inReach later, but I'm thinking I might go fish that second point. I'm going to see if it'll zoom in enough to show you. That one was where I was. That one's where I'm going. Then any fish coming into the bay, hopefully I'll meet. I got my bait prepared. This is a jar of chopped up raw shrimp. I'm going to try jamming in the tube jig. Alright, still at it. Move spots. Got 80 feet of water. I'm fishing 50 feet down. Got a tube jig with a piece of shrimp. No action. Sometime mid-afternoon. Hopefully the bite picks up this evening. Alright, finally caught something. I think it's a lake trout. Might be a Dolly Varden. I don't know. It's got some white on the front of the fin, so looks like a char. I think it's a lake trout. Caught this on that with a piece of shrimp. This explains why I wasn't hooking up on the big ones. We're going to put him back in the hole now. Off you go. And he's gone. Alright, that was like, close to 15 hours of fishing for one fish. Holy cow. Downgraded to the panfish setup at the 4-pound test. We're going to keep trying, see what we can get. Oh yeah, here we go. Got a lake trout. Second fish. Look at those teeth. I finally got something to eat. Oh man, I'm so happy. It's been a long time on this lake and I finally have a good fish to show for it. Those little 1/8 ounce jigs and teeny Mr. Twisters, those are what's working. I'm gonna get this guy dispatched here and oh man. Oh, I don't think I've ever worked harder for a fish than this guy. Alright, so I cut open the fish's stomach. These are gills and then stomach's here. This is liver. The only recognizable thing I could find was this. And I don't know if it's showing up well or not, but take my word for it, it's a tiny little minnow of some sort. So I think a little fluke jig might actually work even better than that curly tail next time. Okay, well, nothing more. I got the sonar in night mode. Saw one more fish, but no one's committing. I think that evening bite's the best.